Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's your boy, Producer T, here with the boys. Back for another week of WTF's Games Music Combo. Let's go.
Baby, you can waste my time, my God. We can go there if you want it.
What's up?
What's
We should
up?
do our intro like Mr.Beast, where he's just standing on a pile of money.
And you just yell
just
like
grabs
really
your
far
attention.
away. You're like,
Yes.
today we're gonna
This.
talk about this.
Well,
Today,
let's get there.
2,000 people are going to get run over by a truck for a chance to win $5 million.
Honest grab here. Do you think that would weigh on your soul if you had to do that?
Being Mr. Beast?
I don't think I'd be able to like. It seems so okay. I know we're of an older ilk than the people that watch those videos.
Sure.
It seems so
Fair.
disingenuous, and it sometimes like I watch them because they're insane.
Mm.
But like
Yeah.
watching it, I'm like, there's no way he's being serious. Like there's a piece behind him where I was like, there's
Yes.
a devoid of emotion.
I know what you're talking about. I think also his like slightly uneven eyes and his veneers, like his teeth,
I wasn't
when he
gonna
smiles,
talk
it
about
does
his
look a
looks,
little.
But
No, but like his
Yeah.
he's the host, right? His
Yeah.
delivery it already looks a little kind of AI generated.
yeah,
So I'm a little bit off. But I think also, because I've seen some long form content with him, he edits with his team just like hit,
Mhm.
like no dead air, no dead time. And I think a lot of the humanness comes in the long form of it. So like on
Yeah.
a podcast, he seems like super normal. But when
Yeah,
you
for
just
sure.
chop it up and he's just presenting, it seems like super robotic and bizarre. But dude, his last
Yeah.
video did like it's like 71 million views in like 30 minutes.
you can't argue
Something
with
crazy.
the numbers. You can't argue
Yeah.
with the numbers. But also, it does give like New World Order, like we're all gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
vibes. for
Straight up.
sure.
He's like, I put every
think that's the
child in
point. I think that's
America
the
in
point.
Allegiant Stadium and we covered
is
him in
the
honey.
point. Well, that's it is the point, Gary. Yeah. it's
Also,
literally
we're
just
like helping people. Like, I saw one he was giving prosthetic limbs out, and it was way more than I thought were necessary. Like, not necessary, but like possible.
like he
he's
gave
like-
like one guy like 7 legs, and you're like, he only needs 2.
I was like, he only needs
Technically.
1.5. Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean, dude? But like over the course of a year, they
No.
did 2,000 people. They gave like very expensive prosthetic legs to,
Which is great.
all over the world. It was insane. But the video was only 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So he's just like flash. At some point, it's just like,
Shut up.
okay, so some of these people were boring, so we're just gonna speed through them.
Yeah. It's like, if you're exciting, I'll give you a leg. Do something funny for a leg. Like,
You'll get more
that's-
screen time if you're fun.
I put this grandma versus a toddler. I'm giving them both chainsaws, and whoever wins gets $1 million.
There it is. There
Like,
it is.
Oh no.
We're deathly close to the gladiator, dude.
Yes. Well, while we're on the topic of titans of entertainment, what are we thinking about the return of David Dobrik to his vlog life and public persona? He's been off for like 2-3 years.
Terry, you want to take it first?
I'd say the way he announced himself back to the world was pretty epic.
Pretty strong. Strong.
I would say like David Dobrik is our Mr. Beast in a way.
For sure.
Like that was like he was like our YouTube guy, him and like Liza Koshy and like the kind of OGs. So
Jenna
I think it's
Marbles.
cool. I'm excited. Yeah, Jenna Marbles. I'm excited to see like what else he puts out now. I'm really, and Homage and I, we talked about this, but like inspired by his like fitness journey. I think that's so
Yeah.
badass.
Mhm.
So yeah, I need to dive in more into like that video as a whole. I've only seen the small version of it, but it's cool. I mean, it's cool to see him like back and like doing what we all have known him to be doing. So, yeah, and he's like shredded. I remember when
He's
I was like,
shredded.
I thought it was AI. I didn't think
AI.
it
Yo,
was
it
real.
looks with the lighting and the tan and everything.
I was like,
just
is
like
this
Allen
real?
Iverson. Yeah.
I was like, this is how he comes back with AI body, and it's
That's
actually
crazy
him.
saying
So-
Allen Iverson.
I
Wait, okay, so Vince, what are your thoughts?
I developed an opinion on him. I used to watch him
Oh.
all the time. And then I
Yeah.
developed an opinion on him. I don't like the way he like went about his business for the last 2 years.
Sure.
kind of like avoiding and not taking accountability for what he's done. And a lot of the people around him were like, hey, like he's doing this and saying, like, essentially victim blaming everybody. I need him to say something instead of just being like, I left for long enough. People forgot about this. Or like,
He did say something though. He did. He had like 4 apologies.
I know, but like YouTube apologies.
How would you want him to do it?
What do you want to see?
I want him to act
What's
like a
content?
30-year-old, kind of.
He's not, because once you, no, but like in terms of like mental development, like if you become like rich and famous at whatever age, like I think over time we've seen that's just when you stop. Like even like think about like Will Smith, he's been the same this entire life. Like he's always been incredibly selfish and like reactive, and he just has a good team around him covering up the bad shit. And I think David is exactly the same thing, because everything he's doing led to money and fame. So it's just like a bunch of yes people around him.
I don't think that's an excuse. No,
I think it's a reason.
and that's the thing
too. Are you
looking
for him to like be like solemn in his?
No,
I'm trying to think of an example of like.
I want him to be like, "Hey, these are the things that happened," because he barely did that too. He's like, "This all happened, and I feel bad about it." It's like, okay, but also it was your fault too. Like some accountability would help a little bit instead of being like, that was really bad, I'm not going to do that again. It's like, all right, that's like slapping the language, you on the wrist. Sure. It should be like, maybe instead of I'm not going to do that again. It's like, I put my friends in danger and that was a bad idea. Like, and 2, I get it. He got famous very quickly on shit that was clearly like dangerous and they knew that and all that stuff. But like for me, and again, this is a personal opinion, right? Like obviously a bunch of people watched that video. He's back. Maybe better than ever. I don't know. But when I watched it, I was like, oh, cool. He's going through this journey. Like, look at how cool he is. And I'm like, I don't think I like him anymore. I think I'm out on him.
That's okay.
Like, I tried to, and I was just like, yeah, I don't really care what he did here. Like, I don't really care what he does. Also, another piece of it, too, was Snapchat was forcing him on me, and I didn't want to watch any of his stuff. And all of his Snapchats pissed me off so much that I was like, I thought he was out of my life. I can't avoid him now because Snapchat would just send me like, watch this David Dobrik Snapchat. I'm like, I don't even follow him on Snapchat. Like, why am I getting this?
Well, because they pay him. He's like one of their bigger creators.
I get why, and a lot of people do that, but I'm probably many 29, 30-year-old plus people that like go on Snapchat to answer the 3 groups that I'm in and then get off of it. Like, I'm not like my little cousins will go on Snapchat and like take a bunch of snaps and like, they'll just be like sitting on the bed and just being like, and then just send that picture. It's like, I have to keep my streak up and shit. Like, I'm not doing that anymore.
I hated that.
The one thing I'm not doing on Snapchat. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll send it to send you guys a video or like any of my other group chats, like a dumb video of me, like, singing a dumb song, and then I'll move on and not look at it for 3 days. I don't swipe right on Snapchat. I'm not looking at any of their like content creator made content.
No,
some of it's
some of the content creators, it's
the Hawk.
No, it's a lot of like
girl.
OF stuff. The Hawk Tuba girl's running for office.
AI voice. Like Hawk Tuba girl's going to jail probably, and you're like, why am I?
Yeah.
Don't do this to me.
I completely agree. I think public opinion too just generally soured on him because I think it was not done well. And I think when I saw, and like following like Jeff and like some of the other creators that he was around,
Dom shit too.
Yeah, the Dom stuff.
I forgot about
it did have that thing where everyone was kind of apologizing or explaining it in their words, but on his behalf. And so we just heard a lot more from everybody else.
And like explaining it, but not no ownership, dude. You need ownership.
Yeah, no ownership. And I was like, oh, it's a bad environment. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And I totally agree. Like, there's some creators where I'm like, it makes sense for them to be like not necessarily personally responsible for things that happen, but like, when you're chasing these big epic things, it's still a business. But when you do it with your friends, it doesn't feel it doesn't feel like a business. And I think there's so many examples of it being done well. Like I think of like the Dude Perfect team, like they're just a giant company.
Dude, their new office.
Yeah, crazy.
It's insane.
Oh, their new campus.
That's crazy, dude. I'm like, I could.
They raised $100 million. They raised $100 million because they're on a growth trajectory to be in the billions in the
They
next 10
probably
years.
will. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Tom Brady
Would not
was
be
in it.
surprised.
Like Nate Bargatze
Yeah.
was in it. Like a bunch of random dudes in
Yeah.
it.
But like, and
It's really
Mr. Beast is, I mean, a great example of that too, where it's like, it's obviously not just a regular YouTuber holding the camera running around anymore. Like it is
Right.
the biggest
Team.
entertainment beyond TV and movie, right? So
Something's gonna happen.
yes, but I think they
Nothing's
both run
happened to
their
him
stuff
yet.
like
Something's
companies.
gotta
Mr. Beast, there's
happen.
plenty of things that have Mr. Beast.
Like I'm just like really like tabloid based like bullshit.
No,
Like I
a lot
remember
of-
the Chris
he's
the
had a
Chris
lot of
thing. I remember the Chris
Yeah,
thing, but like
that's
that was
more of a
more
Chris
just like,
thing. Yeah,
and also that was more of like the world reacting to it than him doing anything.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't think it's really his beef. Honestly,
It isn't.
no,
Well,
that
that's
was
what I'm
just
saying,
because
like-
it's attached to a big name.
also, David
yeah.
didn't pay them,
Pay
and he
who?
was making money. Any of the people that he was with.
Oh yeah,
Well, yeah, that's really well known. That's why
I
you
was just like,
randomly give
maybe
him
you
gifts
should've
and
but that's
cars.
I think that's the difference, though, right? So you have David, who is kind of like from that age of YouTubers that, like Jake Paul, Logan Paul,
Yeah.
where there's like, hey, listen, we have
Who I also
all the
don't
attention.
Like. I'd like to make
Yeah,
that
I hate
clear.
the Paul brothers. No, I'm out on them.
No, thanks.
The but like the same type of entertainment, right? So in that age, right, it was just them holding the camera, and then people wanted to be
Vlogs.
around that energy because they're popular, and then that was payment enough because all those other creators that were around them
Got big
have
because
become
of
like
it.
because
Yeah.
yes. But I think with Mr. Beast, I think very quickly it was like I want to create like an entertainment and philanthropy business.
Yeah.
And so the employment aspect was there, but also with employment comes like contracts. It comes, HR. There's other elements. And I remember when so silly.
David
This would
could have
really make
used
me-
an HR department.
Bro, do you remember when he was apologizing? When he
Or
was
a PR
apologizing,
department.
they anointed. So they said he was going to because he was trying to launch that app Dispo, like a social network,
Yeah, the
camera app.
disposable camera one, yeah.
which honestly is what Laps is now. But when they had just launched, and then all that sort of stuff happened, and then part of their apology was like, "Oh, David's going to step back as CEO, and we're promoting Natalie." And that's when they booked her the Sports Illustrated thing. That all happened at the same
That was
time.
so wild.
Of like,
yeah.
and that in my mind, that's a classic PR move. Like, oh, problematic, like dude CEO, get him out of there and promote the woman. Doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, she's very involved, and like
She was
props to
doing the
her,
same
but
shit he
I was
was
like, I'm like, yo,
doing.
I've seen this fucking move. Like, I've seen the move
Yeah.
before.
the optics
No,
don't make sense, but
No, but like that's what every PR, of that time, like we've seen it happen
100%.
time and time
Yeah.
again. That did it with Facebook, that did it with a lot of things. But yeah, I do like his version of storytelling, and I think that's the only thing that keeps me hooked on these videos is that
Entertaining,
the
man.
yeah, dude, and like I think that friend group style of humor, I see like in my own life often
Yeah.
of like running bits and like doing the like it'd be funny if this happened, and like it's funny that you're acknowledging that but nothing actually happened.
Yeah.
Like there's just different stylings in there that I think were really informative to my life, other than the danger. I think I'm incredibly like danger averse. So
Oh, that's the thing though. Like I considerably enjoyed that. Like I'm like of the ilk that like people get hurt, I laugh before I check on them. Person.
oh
No, for sure. I do check on them and make sure they're okay and all that stuff. And if it's my fault, I feel bad. But like
so
if
you
someone,
one of those. Okay,
if someone
so
falls,
you
if someone trips, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
that's brutal. And then I'll go check on them.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like
That's because we
like,
grew up with siblings, though. I think
Yeah.
it's informative to that, because I always assume that they're fine, and then I
Right.
check. But like I think there's a difference when some people fall and other people they've got things like, oh my god, like let me help you. My thing is like, ha, and then I'll be like, let's make sure they're okay.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Dude.
Okay.
It's funny, man.
Interesting.
Whatever.
But
When I
I'm here.
hurt myself, I'm like, that was funny, but I hurt a lot.
I really,
Oh, yeah.
I really love when kids get hurt. I think it's hilarious.
Oh,
It's because they
let's
got
talk about
dexterity.
that.
No, they got dexterity, dude. It's like that video
like when
of
kids
that
like
kid.
run into doors and stuff. I'm like, that's
Oh
great.
sure.
Oh,
Or like
dude, when like
flip down slides.
when
Oh my
like
god.
It's
when
what's
like
so funny.
2-year-olds, 3-year-olds don't know how automatic doors work.
Yeah.
It
Dude,
kills me, dude. Or that video of that kid that was in like that gymnastics thing with like the spinning,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm talking about with like the padded spinning things,
Oh
and the
my
kid
God,
gets
that's
on there
right,
and just
yes.
gets clotheslined by it. Like I laugh. I won't lie.
Dude, I was
about
watching
that.
one. It was some some like amusement park ride, and it's like little planes, and they're on like a rig that moves, and
Yeah.
they're supposed to kind of tilt with it, and the one lady's just spinning, and like the ride has just
Oh.
started, and you can hear her be like, ah!
Yeah.
She's just like slowly spinning, and then the ride just goes.
Oh no. Oh well.
Injuries are funny unless they're major and tragic.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking like minor stuff. I
Yeah,
think it's
me
pretty
too.
funny.
Well, yeah, you said kids, minor injuries. Injuries to minors. Terry's favorite.
Yeah, Terry's favorite kind of humor is when specifically children get hit.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Guys, I saw a video today that I would like to show you for WTF of the week.
Oh, show us.
And you may
Hit
have
it.
seen it. I think Terry has because we talked about it a little bit before. But today at the Aldi on Kedzie in Chicago in Humboldt Park, something went on.
Oh,
Let me play the clip for all of you at watching on YouTube right now. 30 seconds here. In the cooler, animal
looking for
control.
something.
Animal
Yeah.
control's in there.
he's got the fork thing
All right, pause.
and a broom.
He's going to get an animal out of the cooler. What do you think the animal is?
I mean, first thing, rat. Yeah.
Right, you think
Raccoon.
rat, maybe no possum or a raccoon.
If it was the loop, I'd say a coyote. But
Well,
it's
it's not the loop, but let's just say that this man
big.
pulls a massive coyote out of the cooler.
Was that right, coyote?
Look at that thing, dude. Look at that beast.
That is wild.
And he goes about running back into the cooler. A massive coyote in the
Dude,
cooler.
I was
at
fine in
Aldi.
there.
Yeah, leave
At
me alone.
Aldi.
God,
Put me back.
that's
And
amazing. I mean, dude, we have coyotes here. It's the funniest thing about our city. Like
How
we
do
have
you get in
thousands,
there?
in
thousands
the
of them.
cheese section at Aldi?
Overpopulation is a real ass thing, man. They gotta go somewhere.
Overpopulation, my ass. He's in the cheese. He's next to the Havarti at Aldi, bro. what are you talking about?
Yeah, he's
Like
in there.
munching-
He's like, oh, they have
Munching on the
horses in this
Swiss
thing.
though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, you probably smelled it from a mile away.
Honestly, he can have what's that cheese ball with like the flavoring and stuff on the outside? You know what I'm talking about?
the cream cheese, like spreadable
It's
stuff.
not. It's like a party like hard dip thing, but it's a
Yeah,
ball.
you use crackers or whatever on it, or
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
those. They can have all of those, man.
yeah, me too. That's what they. Yeah,
No,
they
sure.
if
should
someone
Reverse
could let the
cheese
coyote
ball.
know, he's cool on those, man.
have just asked him what he wanted. I think that was the problem.
Yeah, dude, I think he was trying to place an order. Doesn't speak the language, coyote,
Mm.
and that's why the violence happens, bro. Communication first, always.
One of my favorite things about living in a city such as this or any other big city is that the lack of concern by the Aldi goers was way lower than it probably should have been for a coyote being there. They were all just kind of watching, and they're like, watch
Mhm.
out. Like, we're pulling a coyote out of this, and they're like, I'm watching that coyote come out of here.
Yes,
probably
I'm
would
watching
do the
that.
same
I have my
thing.
phone is out. Also, I have to get some cheese, so like,
Yeah.
I'll
Right.
wait.
Get the guy out of here.
Yeah.
I get my party. Where's my
yeah.
halloumi at?
Dude, I would love, we
So-
just went to Costco. I would love to go to Aldi though.
According to unnamed and unknown sources, it was okay at the end, and the coyote was out and released. Don't know if that's true or not because it just happened today. So we'll see. We'll do a follow up on that, but that happened today at the Aldi in Humboldt Park. So
That's so funny.
do they have to throw that cheese out?
Shout out
And-
to Chicago.
So Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how it works with like animal. I'm assuming if there's any like punctures, they probably have to throw it out.
Gone.
But it's also Aldi. They've got a rack in Aldi that's just like
Hey,
stuff
they've
that
upped their
is probably
standards.
past expired, and they're like,
They've upped
if
their
you want to take it,
standards. They've upped their standards. No, I
not
think there's
everywhere, dude.
I think there's a real health code violation there with like, can you get rabies from a coyote? Probably, right?
Rabies?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think
Maybe.
that's like solely a raccoon thing or a bat thing.
No, because you can get rabies from dogs.
No, you-
I saw that
I think it's just how that animal is infected.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think they would have to probably anything that thing touched, they probably cleared out that whole section. If I'm not like
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's in the garbage. Snow.
No, and it's Aldi. Like they've run through inventory like every day. Like they blew through that cheese thing in like 2 days. So
Yeah, just give it
Probably
to
not an
the
issue.
Coyote Food Fund or whatever they have going on.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't.
Oh, do you remember the rat hole?
Dude, yeah, we talked about it on this
Remember the rat
podcast.
hole?
Yeah.
You know they scooped it up and they put it in City Hall.
What?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
No.
They cut out like a 5x5.
They cut it out of the
pavement.
ground.
They
Scooped it out,
memorialized
and they-
it.
Yeah.
They put it. Yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah. It's in a glass.
No
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Dude.
So we'll probably be able to see it at like the Chicago History Museum. It's not on display yet, but it is confirmed that it's at City Hall because I just
Dude,
saw
that's amazing.
like a community. People on Reddit were like, "Hey, like I want to see where is it?" And they're like, "We don't have a like they're working on funding for a display." So I might start a GoFundMe to get a museum level
oh my god, like a
gallery
slab.
space for the rat. Yeah, for the rat hole.
It's
'Cause I'm
literally
thinking
like
it's gonna look like Han Solo in Jabba's palace, like he's frozen in carbonite. Yeah, just like that.
so insane.
That's so
like a
sick.
slab
Look at the Fuel
of
Museum.
rattle.
Look at the
Yeah.
field.
That's so
then, like,
crazy.
Get the
Yo, it's
coyote
the
and press
Rosetta
it in between two
Stone of
pieces of paper.
2024.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
honestly probably bigger than Plymouth Rock.
Oh my god! Honestly,
Reasonably
probably more important.
bigger than Plymouth Rock, dude.
Probably more important. Probably more relevant.
Can we agree that we're an anti-Plymouth Rock podcast? Or
100%.
is that just me? Are we all on the same page here?
No, I think we're all in agreement here.
I didn't like that it had
cares?
like a phone number on it. That was weird.
And they could have went with
I think that's
don't
the
like-
date that they hit it.
I don't like that they put the date of the exciting thing that happened there.
Yeah.
And they could have went with alliteration and called it Plymouth Pebble and been more accurate. So that was
That's
some
it.
shit. And I hate it. Honestly,
My
F
favorite,
Plymouth.
my favorite Plymouth was the Prowler. Not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand that.
The car?
Oh,
Yo,
like a
look
a
up-
Prowler
look-
was the name of the car?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the chat here.
A Plymouth
Plymouth
Prowler?
Prowler. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Plymouth Prowler.
Oh,
You remember this
I
car?
know this car. I
That
know
thing
this
was
car.
freaky looking.
That's
Yeah.
It looks like something. It looks like something that Michael Scott would drive.
It was like
Oh,
a
straight up.
elongated PT Cruiser.
Yeah,
Yes,
for real.
sir.
It's got like 1950s hot rod meets PT Cruiser.
Uh huh.
I like that
It's giving like Cruella DeVille's child.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, she's got.
Oh, the child, not her car.
Dude, what a wild
No, because
concept!
hers was like
that
not.
she wanted to kill those dogs and skin them.
Uh huh.
It was a children's movie. Let's think
Yeah.
about that.
It's just like, yeah, like she just wants the dogs. When I was a kid, she's like, she just wants the dogs for her own. I'm like, that's scary. Why would they want? No, she wanted to murder them, make them into bags and shit.
No, she wanted to make him into it was like a dress and a jacket.
That's terrifying. It's
It was
way
gr-
scary.
actually,
It's
I
way
think it
scarier
may
when
have
she's
been
gonna
a
take them and
cape.
kill them.
Yeah, it may have been a cape.
What about a cake? Oh, a
cape.
cape.
Yes, because I remember in the live action.
Is it Kate Cruella DeVille version?
the no in the Glenn Close version, the mom of those puppies, they're trying for a baby, so that's the whole thing, and then
Yeah.
they couldn't have a baby, so they're having the puppies. But she was one of her like designers and drew inspiration for like a big cloak with the spots because they were expecting these Dalmatian puppies, and that's when she
Mhm.
sees it and gets the inspiration. So it's kind of the mom's fault.
The mom's fault.
You know what I mean?
That's victim blaming again. You're just like Dobrik, dude.
I'm just saying,
Unbelievable.
bro. I'm just here to make
Unbelievable, dude.
excuses for these people.
Unbelievable.
Do you think
Okay.
is there a career in making kind of BS excuses for like criminals?
Yeah, politics.
Oh shit!
Um,
Well, all the men, here I come.
do you guys know who Robbie Williams is?
The monkey.
Well, yes. I want to talk about this in length. I am so
Okay.
confused by this. So Robbie Williams, famous British artist,
Very
pop
very
artist. Song that comes to mind for me is Millennium or Rock DJ. Angels is probably his most played one. A lot of Americans don't know him as well as like British people, but we used to go to Ireland when I was little, and he was always on out in
Yes.
in the UK and Ireland alike. They came out with a movie that's flopping in America right now, which one doesn't surprise me, but two doesn't make any sense, man. The concept of this movie makes no sense.
Back to our Planet of the Apes theme.
Literally. Okay, so this movie is called Better Man, and it's a biography about Robbie Williams.
But why
But
is he a
he's-
monkey?
He's portrayed by an anthropomorphic chimpanzee with
Anthropomorphic.
CGI. He's a
Yes, sir.
CGI chimpanzee
Yes.
because he always put that he felt less evolved than other people, is why he's
Got it.
a monkey.
Wait,
That's so funny.
that's the reasoning?
Yeah. So he's just a monkey living through Robbie Williams's life.
I don't think this is great.
And he said, "Why is it flopping?" I wonder why, dude.
You know what's funny? I mean, well, obviously Robbie Williams not as popular in America, and I think as evidenced by a lot of like European like celebrities, like they kind of stay in, they're not all of their culture makes it to America, but most of ours gets over there, right? And I think it's funny that they didn't know that. Where it's like there's plenty of British cultural things that we don't even know. Like a lot of people, I know Graham Norton, and I know stuff's on BBC, but outside of like the big stuff, like I don't know. I was watching The Voice UK, and I'm like I didn't know who the judges were. Yeah, and I'm like I don't know the judges, and they're like legacy famous.
To be fair though, I didn't know who Simon Cowell was until American Idol was the thing.
I only know him from American Idol.
Yeah, but I guess he was
most Americans do.
Yeah,
like. This is just.
I understand. Like, not.
I love that we can't
do a biopic. Why is he a fucking monkey, dude? Why?
If anything, that was gonna grab our attention. I wonder if it was like, hey, listen, we know you're not. We need this movie to really break in America to make the money back. They're not going to watch it because they don't know who Robbie Williams is. But maybe they'll watch it if there's a monkey in it because they like monkey stuff.
What I've heard is that they don't really like, and this could be wrong. I didn't see it. They don't really talk about the fact that he's a monkey.
I've heard it's not acknowledged at all in the movie.
He's just a person, but just looks like a monkey.
Yeah. And it's about just like his otherism and all this sort of stuff. And I'm sure it's probably a great movie.
I'm sure it's not. He's a monkey. Why is he a monkey?
We explained this. Now, the explanation of like he felt less evolved than other humans is also kind of uninformed because technically I took a class at DePaul. If you guys remember, we have to take like one scientific inquiry class.
Yeah.
But ours was about like genealogy, and we studied like chimpanzees and humans. But chimpanzees and humans descend from a common ancestor. But it's not like chimpanzees are not in our past. It's like there's the ancestor, and then we split.
You're right.
And then we're over here.
Millions of years ago, right?
Even his like rationale of being a chimpanzee is incorrect. So that's why I'm not watching the movie.
That's why you're not watching. That's why you're not watching.
That changes the narrative of like all humans came from chimps, which is
incorrect
and not.
We both came from somewhere else. Talk about Lucy. Let's talk. We could talk about
anyway.
Apes,
we're most similar. We're most similar to, not
but we're
evolving from.
No, they would be gone.
Right. That's the exact point. So he's just on stage just looking like a chimpanzee singing. And they're like, look at that man who's not a monkey singing. And your reason is that it's not historically accurate, is your reason? You're not watching it? Mine's that he's a monkey and it makes no goddamn sense. Dude.
I thought it was Robin Williams and he's dead.
Yeah, that's
how is he playing a monkey?
Definitely not. Yeah, rest in peace. He wouldn't have allowed that to happen on screen. I
would much rather watch a Robin Williams biopic.
Same.
That's got to be coming at some point, right?
That's in
because Robbie Williams is he still alive? Yeah.
Robbie, yes.
Robbie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin,
when are we getting a Robin Williams biopic? He's amazing.
That would make way more sense. Speaking of Graham Norton, he was on that a lot. Yeah, Robbie Williams is 50.
Okay.
Just living his life.
We didn't need this. We didn't need it.
He's 50? No. Robbie Williams?
No.
Yes.
No one asked for this.
Yeah,
it's too young to have a biopic.
Well, I think he did it for himself too, which is why he decided to be a monkey. That's like me just being like, I want to do a movie about myself and I'm just going to be a dog. It's like, that's Air Bud, brother. And you already did it. Like, they already did it, dude.
Air Bud is great, man.
I could honestly see like things out of context done well. Like it's just clips of Air Bud, but the voiceover is like very serious and it's a historical record of someone else's life. But then they put in clips from Air Bud to make it make sense. I can see that. That's like that fake news that they're talking about. People like
Maybe
our
you should
parents see
make
that on
Morgan-
Facebook and they're like,
maybe
no,
Morgan
this dog
Freeman
was like
should
a
be the
real
voice.
person.
Honestly, if Air Bud, dude, Morgan Freeman being the voice of Air Bud would be awesome. James Earl
That
Jones,
dog
rest
went
in
to
peace.
college.
Is this Robbie Williams movie canon with Planet of the Apes? Like, is this pre-Planet of the Apes and he's like the
You mean Planet,
he's
or what was it? Rise of the Planet of the
Yeah.
Robbie of the
Rise
Williams
of
of
the
the.
Apes. Rise
Why
of
is
the
he a
Williams.
monkey of the apes? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
no.
a cut scene that they didn't put in the movie where it's like, we're gonna go listen to Robbie Williams because I identify with him. We didn't. That's why we don't know about it.
Nope.
More makes sense. All right, that's enough on that. Should we do some trivia?
Yeah, bro.
Let's do it. Let's hit it.
Why
What,
is he a monkey, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't have to answer questions, I feel like people might learn something. What they learn now is that we don't know anything.
I know the capital of Nevada is Carson City now.
That's
Well-
literally insane information.
I know.
I've never even heard of that.
I know. I used it this
I'm
weekend.
like-
and
I'm
it was
like, Reno or
really? And
Las
I'm like,
Vegas,
yeah,
there's
crazy,
nowhere else.
right? And not Reno. Yeah, not Reno. It's crazy. All right,
I'm teaching you something.
let's get
Thank
after
you.
it. Yeah, you
Teacher
All right.
Terry.
Oh no. Question
Professor
number 1.
Terry. Sorry.
I'll take it. What number is represented by the letter D in Roman numerals?
Whoa.
And
We
it's-
haven't reached a Super Bowl yet,
and it's hard, so it is a large number
for sure.
because it's
We haven't-
yeah.
We've only gotten to 54 Super Bowls. That's how I know my Roman numerals. Are you Googling it right now? What are you looking at?
No, I got out
Oh,
of the
he
game.
disconnected.
I got out of the
Disconnected.
buzzer.
Oh, I was like, this man's Googling.
D?
Yes.
nuts.
What is the letter?
Did you answer,
There's a-
Vince?
There's
No,
been
I
no
have
buzzer.
no idea. I'm just
All
gonna
right, I'll-
guess
50.
All right, Maj.
50.
No, it's more.
I want to say it's like
Shit.
500.
500 is right.
Whoa! Yeah.
Wow. Wow. You just
500
had
is
1-0 to my
correct.
answer? That's
Okay.
crazy, bro.
Sometimes luck
Wow.
works out, but
Mm.
That was great. I was
That's-
really excited.
that's just
That's
luck.
really
I-
cool.
No, Vince, he probably
Congratulations.
tests really well. Because, like, if you do multiple choice, I'm like, I could probably figure out what answer it is.
Well, I know
Yeah.
it's not X or I or V, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be a round.
Yeah, that's why I
number.
went for like a middle. I was like, maybe it's 50.
Yeah,
What,
no,
do you
I
know?
mean, your guess isn't off.
You also said it was gonna be big, so I was like, 150 is not big enough.
Yeah.
Did you say lowercase d or uppercase d?
Okay, moving on. Question number 2.
Can't believe that happened.
Tomatoes. Tomatoes originated from which continent?
I used to know this.
Maj.
Continent?
Continent.
Africa.
Stop. Incorrect.
So now I got a 1 in 6 chance.
Vinny. ahead.
Asia,
Incorrect.
South.
I thought it was, I was going to say
America.
different.
Damn it!
South
From where?
America.
South,
South
America
America.
makes
Oh.
so much sense.
Why
if
do I
you
keep
think
getting
about
out
it.
of the fucking game?
All right. Question number 3. I've asked this question before. Let's see if we remember. What is the smallest country by area and population? Maj.
Is it Vatican City?
Yes.
Vatican City is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I remember that one vividly. Yeah.
That's right.
'Cause I
Mission
didn't know
Impossible
that was
3,
a coun-
baby.
I didn't know that was a country before you
Yeah.
asked that. Yeah.
It's
See?
weird going. It's weird going
Teaching y'all
in
stuff.
because you have to like go through all the security to get in. You go through the
Yeah.
museum. You have to book a
Custom-
tour.
They have to show you-
But then
they
you
show
can
your
just walk
passport too,
out.
right? But you have to show your passport, right?
Uh huh. Oh, no. You
Or
can
no?
if. I don't remember. I think if you're because you can only be there for the day. Like you can't stay overnight.
Oh, okay. So it's like
So
a
I don't
day
know if you
pass.
actually check. Yeah, but they let you just walk out. Like you don't have. There's. I was like, what's going to stop me from walking back in?
Security.
God.
I've got the power
Aliens.
of God and anime on my side.
All right. Here we go. Number 4. What kind of dog is Scooby-Doo? Vince.
Great Dane.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
I actually just
Raggy?
I was playing one of those like games where you buzz in and try to give hints, and that was one of the hints, and someone said it's Scooby-Doo. It's the only reason I knew that this weekend.
Oh,
This
that's
episode
cool. It's great, Dan.
worked out.
I mean, he is huge.
Yeah, he's massive.
That's a big hound.
Yeah.
All right. Final question for either a tie or Vince wins.
A rare Vince win.
Number 5. What 4 U.S. states begin with the letter W? All right, Vince, name them all.
Wyoming, West Virginia, Wisconsin.
You got it.
Oh,
You got it.
whoa.
You got it.
No
Their football team is
way.
kind of dicey named.
4.
Washington.
There it is.
Washington.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a half point. Okay, so I was doing. You guys ever do like the song where you can do all
3-1.
the states in alphabetical order?
Yes.
I
Yes.
was singing it in my head, and then I was like, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, and I was like, it's what's before West Virginia?
Yeah, Washington.
All right,
Dude, I
Nice job.
actually do not know that song, but that was great.
your wife does.
Yeah, she does. And I
remember-
felt like so stupid because you all knew the song.
In vivid detail, we sang
That's
the
how I
whole
learned all
thing
the states.
through. Me too.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what is
That's how I learned all the states. Great
Wow.
job. That was a good one. Y'all did well.
Thank you for the softball Vatican question.
Appreciate the
You're welcome.
assist. We missed the tomatoes one. I was gonna say, did we answer all of them that time? No.
Yeah,
You know,
tomatoes.
the reason why I said Africa is because I just watched Stanley Tucci's Searching for Italy season 2,
Oh,
and they're in
love that
Calabria, or
Mhm.
they're like in the south of Italy, and they're talking
Mhm.
about that region was the first to get tomatoes because like the queen that married into that area was from Spain, and the
Yeah.
Spanish brought the tomatoes over to Italy. So I thought they're like, oh, they're fried from Spain, but then
the
there's a lot of like
Spanish-
Iran. Yeah, but there's a lot of like African influence in that region now too. So in my mind, I'm like, they're from Africa.
But
like
was it the
north part of
Spanish
Africa.
in South America that colonized the shit ton of
So
South
clearly,
America?
the Spanish got it from South America, brought it
Yeah.
back to Spain, and then brought it to Italy.
Because I don't
which is
think
crazy.
tomatoes
Stole
didn't get
it.
into Italian cuisine until like real late in the ball game.
Literally, like the 1700 or 17 to 1800s.
Yeah, pretty late.
Also, Italy is a very young country as it stands right now.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know that because it has a long history, but Italy itself,
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, so
pretty
many parts
young.
of Italy were not what we think of Italy now.
yeah,
No,
Rome is
no,
more.
no.
Yeah, like even Venice, like you can totally tell. Like you go outside the city, and all the cuisine is completely different because it's just from
Yeah.
different regimes or whatever. It's fascinating.
Yeah. It's also
Officially a nation in
Delicious.
1861.
Whoa!
wow. That's wow.
Yeah, man.
And people say that America's young. Come on, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little different. but that's what I'm saying.
1776.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a little different.
instead of doing Wikipedia, should we just do the entirety of Hamilton?
No. No, thank you.
Dun 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 banana.
How does a bastard?
Before we do
orphan
Wikipedia, can I
son of a-
please pee? Because I'm going to pee myself.
Yeah, go pee, bud.
Thank
Go
you.
fist, girl.
Yes. Go ahead. Bye. Go
You guys
pee.
fucking rock, dude.
Yo, bring that camera with you. What the fuck?
Where's the POV?
Yo, literally POV.
That's what I was saying.
You gotta enunciate that POV.
I guess. Yeah. Missed opportunity over here. Fucked it up.
Listen, no. We're just revising. It's all that's the improv game.
Thank you for allowing me to P.O. Vince. Irish
There-
meat.
Did you pee on yourself?
No.
POV. P.O. Vince is pee on Vince.
Well, no, it's P.O. comma Vince. It's the Irish version of me.
POV.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Oh, it's P.O. Vince.
It's
no.
Vince.
Ventana.
Who's ready to
Yo,
learn?
What? I'm ready to learn. What's happening with Luigi Mangione right now?
Did you
'Cause
see
he's just in jail, yeah?
the shareholders for United Healthcare are now reviewing their like what is the term? Like I was gonna say like standard operating procedure for like approving and denying different claims in like life-threatening situations,
Mhm.
Oh.
which is good. But is that admitting that sometimes murder is good?
I don't get my morality from healthcare CEOs, you know?
That's probably
Same, but
for
like,
the
Because
best.
They
that's just a
wouldn't-
business.
you can't tell me that they wouldn't have done that if the CEO didn't get murdered.
It's an interesting takeaway on their part to do.
Like they're like,
Of
hey,
like, hey,
unbeknownst,
analyzing like how we treat our patients and like if we're denying coverage in mass and if we're like a piece of shit company that like is bad for America, let's instead just add another policy.
well, it's more just like maybe we should hold on to a couple more policies when people are dying. Not because our CEO got murdered, just because it's the change of the year and we got to think about some things differently.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty
new year,
sure it's
new me.
because their CEO got murdered. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty confident about that, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's fun.
I think it's silly because like it reminds me of that moment in I think it's the first Hunger Games. So I guess Hunger Games. When they're talking about like the quarter quell or whatever, or no, it's the second one. When they're talking about how there's like every 15 years or whatever of the games, they unlock this like secret other rule. And it's kind of like absolute bullshit. And one of the contestants was like, hey, so rules can be written and rules can be unwritten. It's the same people. And everyone's like, no.
No.
You know?
Can't get rid of them.
Staring at the blank page.
That's what I'm saying. We can't change. Why change and improve? That's insane. We're making so much money.
Sounds like a bad idea to me, buddy.
Open up the dirty window.
Let the sun
illuminate
the words
that you cannot find.
That you cannot find.
Reaching for something in the distance.
So close,
too close you can
almost
taste it.
Taste it.
Release your inhibition.
Taste it. And feel the rain
on your
skin.
All right. That's like the ultimate like hype song. I think Blastonia was so right to play that.
I know. Should we learn something new today?
Wiki.
Let's do it. Oh shit. Jesus. Hold on. Oh. I apologize.
Feel the rain on your skin.
You know how sometimes you just got betting field pulled up randomly.
Happens
to the best of us.
Vince, show us your other tabs. What else is up there? It's just pictures of Natasha Bedingfield.
It's like 40 pictures. She's a talent and a beauty, all right?
There it is, man. She only needed to have 2 songs.
There it is.
She had maybe 3, okay. All right. What are we going to learn about today? Here we go.
Let's hit it.
Max Weizenhofer. American theater producer in Oklahoma, known for his theatrical productions, philanthropic, and contribution to theater history, inducted into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame in 1994.
Wow.
Whoa.
He started his professional life as co-manager of the La Jolla Playhouse in California, in Palooza. Successfully continued with the Will Rogers Follies and received a Tony Award in 91 and 78. He did Broadway productions of Dracula. He's canceled. He made a Broadway and West End through collaborations with Kevin Spacey, so he's out.
Everyone collaborated with Kevin Spacey, bro. He was everywhere.
Brutal.
Such a big fan.
Oh, he did Will Rogers Follies. I love that show.
Do you actually?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
So, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's so Bob Fosse was an iconic like Broadway choreographer, dancer, entertainer, but he had a very specific style of movement based on some sort of physicality that he had. But Fosse as a dance style and musical theater are very much linked. So like they reference it in so many shows like Cabaret and stuff like that, but it's like its own dance genre. But Will Rogers Follies heavily uses a lot of Bob Fosse type choreography.
The more you know. That's cool.
And it's an awesome show. The music's very fun.
Okay. I'm going to give you 1 minute and 30 seconds.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
To get to the opera La Boheme.
Can we start the timer when we click the first thing?
Sure.
Okay. So we can kind of strategize a little bit before we just run into it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Okay.
What's
Minute,
can
30
you,
seconds.
Can you name the opera?
La Boheme.
MOEM?
It's like Boheme, right?
Yeah, La Boheme for those
Oh.
non-opera folks.
BOEHEIM.
Some of us are not French, okay?
Yeah.
La
There's
Boheme.
a weird thing that's happening in these, and it always ends up on some French thing.
You see, when Terry chooses, it's always going to be like something European.
He's either
No,
chose.
they weren't last time.
You chose. Yes, it was Russia, bud. We went Russia last time.
And
not
they
French.
think they're European.
Yeah,
It's not
I'm pretty
French.
sure. I'm pretty sure French people competed in the Sochi Olympics. Is all I'm saying.
Oh,
today.
there we go. Yeah.
So
Or like that art
Weird.
museum. Yep.
yeah, that was hard.
Okay.
We got a minute and a
La
half to get
Boheme.
to Bohemian Rhapsody. Okay.
Oh, okay. So, it's an Italian opera?
Is it?
Oh, geez. Okay.
I don't know. Oh no.
It's probably.
If it was French, wait, it's Italian. It's LA. It's La. It's
yeah.
not Spanish.
Yes, but it's Italian. The libretto's in Italian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because LE would be French.
Well, how do we go
Okay.
about this here? What do you want?
I think we just need to get to categories of. Okay, so if he is Broadway
we can go
boy,
Tony Awards. We can go actors. We can go theaters.
theaters might be more generous to us
Vaudeville.
because like Tony's keeps us in Broadway, and that's
Right.
not opera.
Yeah. None of his Broadway shows were operatic.
No,
even at all.
and if I'm correct, that's a very old opera.
There's no opera singers in
Double M.
Oklahoma Hall of Fame, right?
but
That would
if
be
we can get to like a
dive.
famous, yeah, okay. I'm thinking we go to.
Duchess Theater.
Can you scroll down a little bit?
That's it, dude.
No, damn.
Yeah,
That's all we
there's
got.
not a lot going on here.
Okay, but it is
So,
possible.
to give you some context,
Lyric.
the show is set in France, but performed in Italian.
This is going to be hard, but we're going to get it.
Okay,
So
It's
what?
a Parisian
okay.
love story.
Can you
that
read
gives you
that, by
an-
the way, or do I have to zoom in?
I can read it.
I'll zoom in a little
Oh,
bit.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So pick.
No,
No, stop
we're
it.
gonna make it
Um,
happen.
So we pick a theater and we go. So which one should we do? The Palace, the Lyric Opera, Apollo, Garrick, Vaudeville, or Duchess?
Wait, what?
any of
What
them
was
in-
what was the second one?
Lyric, but not Lyric Opera, Lyric Theater.
I was like,
West End.
I know.
You're like, damn, that's too fast.
Yeah.
Okay, I think. Well, luckily these are all in Europe.
London. Yeah. Well, mostly in London.
Let's hover over lyric for a second. Yeah, I think lyric is gonna be my choice
Okay.
because I saw the word opera in there.
ready?
So time
Okay,
starts
set.
now.
Go.
All right, lyric London.
Lyric.
Oh,
lyric.
okay. Famous shows. Are any of them La Boheme?
5 Games Named Mo. Lots of people's
No,
names.
those are-
History.
Okay, let's see if we can get to like an opera section.
History. 1890s.
1890s. That's interesting.
His Excellency, Crocs, Constant Collier.
I'm seeing French words.
1900s.
1900. I think it's older than that, dude.
Duchess. Is it? It's probably.
I think it's
yeah.
like 1800s.
I'm looking for like performances of. I don't think it happened there.
Oh, wait, hold on. Go down. Go back to that
okay.
section though, because that gets us to French and
1890s.
Italian stuff. Yeah, look at that. So
Oh, here's some French shit.
La Cigale.
Oh, opera.
La Cour- Yeah, click that one.
This one, go. Okay.
Or the yeah. Okay.
I
Two.
already did it, buddy.
French.
We don't have a lot of time.
That's fun. Can we go to like similar
opera
shows?
comique. Is it genre?
Go for it.
3.
All right, use of the term.
French opera.
Did we say it was French or Italian? Oh no, it takes
I don't
place in France, but it's Italian.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
we
think I'm
keep going
gonna
down.
click this.
Just
Oh shit! I clicked it. I'm sorry.
fuck.
Opera.
4.
Opera's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
5.
Let's go, just go to works, like famous works.
I want to go to like famous operas.
like old history. Italian operas. There it is.
Oh, where did we go? French
Scroll down
operas.
fast, bro. Italian. It's Italian.
I know. I think
You're in the
German,
section. You keep up. One more.
German. Bel canto. So this is Gluck's Reforms and Mozart's.
Time's
Scroll back
up.
by, so there
That's
it is.
it.
Time's up.
Damn it. We got Italian operas. Is how far we got.
All right.
1
Scroll down a
minute.
little bit. It's in this section, dude.
It
Keep
has
going
to be,
now.
right?
Minute 30 is short, but
It is. That is short. Okay, opera
Damn, what a shame.
houses.
We're close though.
We got real close. It's got to be somewhere in here, though. I want to find it really bad.
see
Gluck.
Puccini anywhere in there? Oh yeah, you got Bel Canto, you got Verdi. Keep going.
That's where I was thinking.
Rossini,
Nabu.
Rigoletto,
Isn't that where-
Aldi. Nebrduccia.
La Traviata.
Rigoletto. La Travata.
Verissimo. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
La
La Boheme.
Boheme.
We were so close.
Oh, dude, cool cover art.
Yeah, that is
My
really
That's
sweet.
funky.
My favorite opera.
Wait, tell me about it. What's the story?
It's a French love story.
French.
But with a painter and a woman, and they live in this not like it's hard to say like the neighborhood that they're in, but it's 2 acts, and initially like one of the characters dies, and it's a big dramatic scene, and yeah, I think everyone should see it. It's a really great, and there's like these characters who's like kind of like the town, like I don't want to call her a slut, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you. Floozy.
No, you don't have
The town,
Vince
the
can.
town floozy. I would
Yeah.
never. I would call her floozy, dude.
Floozy sounds fun.
Yeah. That's why
Like,
I
slut
went
sounds
floozy.
like I made a choice, and you're like, I
Right.
just am.
Yeah.
Floozy is like, dude, it's like a fun time.
Just
you know?
loosen the hips is kind of my thought. That's what floozy
Yeah,
sounds like.
floozy. Like they see. I feel like they're like kind of their drinks are kind of falling over. Like
All right, let's see what
Yeah.
floozy what does floozy mean? Maybe I shouldn't use
floozy.
that. It's with a Z.
Let me see. Let me read the
woman who has
You go
many
see the
casual
opera?
sexual
Do you have an opera night
partners.
planned for your wedding?
an opera. What?
You have an
I
opera
wish.
night planned for your wedding?
I'm
I might.
Going
planning,
on?
yeah.
You might. But I want to read the lyric opera's explanation. So it says, lyric opera presents the enduring, passionate masterpiece La Boheme. Puccini brings unique beauty and sensitivity to the table of young lovers in the 19th century Paris. With the famous arias of the ardent poet Rodolfo, the fragile seamstress, oh, she's a seamstress, Mimi, and the good-hearted party girl, Musetta. Oh, she's a good-hearted party girl. I kind of
Good-hearted floozy. You know what I'm saying?
She sounds
matched
like
perfectly to the romance and heartbreak of this universal story.
I love
Bohem's is an operatic perfection at the lyric 2 dazzling sopranos, and they give the sopranos names. But yeah, it's like these 2 women are kind of like all over this Rodolfo, who is the star painter and poet. And one of them dies, and it's like he has this grand aria at the end, and he's like screaming her name, Mimi, at the end, and then like the curtains fall, and it's dramatic. It's like amazing. And also
Okay.
Puccini's music is just some of the best orchestral scoring, and every character in the show has their own little motive when they hit the stage. So like you have dun dun dun, then you know this character is like appearing, or
Oh,
you know,
nice.
it's very
yeah,
it's
kind of
very
like
cool.
Wicked.
songs.
Yeah, where it's like
Yeah.
bum 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 bum. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Or the
Like,
Unlimited
yes.
theme. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
I love
And
that.
La Boheme's full of themes like that.
Very cool.
I
Okay.
would.
I'm into
I'm
it.
willing to argue that floozy does fit her type, though. It's because it's a young woman who has many casual sexual partners who dresses and behaves sexually or provocative.
Sick.
Close.
Cool.
She's a party girl.
Yeah,
I mean,
could have been on
hey,
TikTok,
hey.
man. Plugging that OF.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Link- That lady had that floozy had a link in bio. You know what I'm saying?
That's for
Link
sure.
in bio. There
For
it
sure.
is.
Someone needs to come in and do something about it. It's becoming a real issue.
Mm.
It's all over my goddamn Instagram. I hate it.
Yeah.
Can't take it.
Sorry, dude.
They're typecasting me, dude. I'm trying to see funny videos. Or like that alphabet video where she's flying around and it was I sent you guys that.
Black and white. Yes, that's
Yeah,
so
it
good.
was like from the perspective of the guards or
The
whatever.
guards.
You can only hear like a quarter of the song because she's flying around the building. All right, what's happening in our lives, guys? What's happening in Chicago outside of Coyotes and Aldi? We got anything fun right now?
I mean, we've officially reached frigid temps. It's 13 degrees
it's
outside.
cold.
Yeah,
Right?
dude.
It's cold.
It's
It is
bad.
cold.
Dude, you know it's cold because like I brought my car back into the garage and it had some ice and snow on it. And I was like, oh, it usually melts in the garage. And it's so cold. It just
Yeah.
stays there.
Mhm.
So that's
It's
it.
frozen inside the garage. Yeah.
Yeah. Weirdly, you have to keep stuff like in your fridge in the garage to keep it not from not freezing. Isn't that a weird like
it
concept?
regulates the temperature. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It might have
that's
to
a
get
weird
hotter.
thing for me. Yeah, my
It is
poor
odd.
rosé.
My house overcompensated
Oh,
because it was so cold that the downstairs had to like get warmer. So I woke
Okay.
up and it was like 76 degrees in my house today.
that's
was
a
like,
bit
I am-
hot.
I am sweating. And then I was like, what's going on? And then I look at my phone. I'm like, oh, it's 10 degrees outside. So
Yeah.
I literally, not even kidding, opened all of my windows this morning.
That's fair.
Yeah, you got to.
But that's so counterintuitive to what's going on outside.
Yeah, you
but
gotta
it's just,
reset.
you know,
You gotta
you
reset.
got a bad yeah. That's how it is, man.
I was
Like
4 minutes away
amazingly,
from
Terry's
turning the air
basement got
conditioning
so
on.
hot.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah, like my parents' basement would never get that hot. I would love to have like a nice warm basement.
Mhm.
Me too. I'm trying to
That's
think of
it, man.
innuendos for a warm basement, but I can't think of one.
Ooh, a little hot bottom.
Yeah. It's like yeah.
Mm.
It's like it's the new PG version of SWAS.
Oof.
I got a warm I got a warm basement.
I got a real warm basement.
You're
like, dude.
no.
I'm like, well, firstly, stand up and walk around.
Yeah.
I don't like
yeah, it's
that. I don't
go
like
wipe,
that at all.
dude. Go wipe, dude. You got a warm basement and it's showing.
Ooh,
Yikes.
That's bad.
Oh my
we
god.
also rehearsed some Boy Mosh songs yesterday.
We did, yeah, dude.
Nice.
Actually, I have a new song that came out today, "Spicy Girl."
yeah, I was gonna say
girl.
congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, release
Let's go.
day.
Listen. Last week we talked about resolutions, and I was like, I think we can do them all. And I think the music thing, it's kind of scary because you're like, oh, I have this whole plan, and now I just have to do it. And then you realize like it actually does take the fear out of it once the plan's in action because you're like,
Just
oh,
put it in motion.
I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it. So I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, no, excited about that. Yeah, great to be in rehearsal. Thanks again for helping, make me sound and look good. But
Hell
I think
yeah.
that show is gonna be great for the album release. It's gonna be a really good year for music. But it's very validating to be in that space with talented friends. And yeah, it's a great way to start the year. So thanks for that, guys. Killer.
Got to applause for you. Hell yeah, dude. We out here singing. We do be singing. Terry do be
That's it.
tickling the ivories.
Yeah, Vince, are you gonna put out any solo music this year?
I would like to. I'm definitely going to put out some cover videos this year. I'm definitely going to do
Hell
a bunch of
yeah.
things. Because I'm working on Music Weekly now and
Yeah.
even more. So, yeah, I'm developing insane calluses on my fingers. I don't know if you can see them really well. But
Oh yeah, dude, that focus
It's-
is great.
it's becoming a real issue. Yeah, like look at how red they are. it's
Oh my god.
lots of guitar going
That's
on
how- yeah.
right now.
I always struggled with guitar. I always wanted to figure out like how to really do it, but I just
I think
can't.
you just got to push through the uncomfortable. Like, because I also keep
It's
getting
not
hand
gonna
cramps.
happen. I started when I was like 9. It's never gonna happen.
I know. It's just consistency. It's like I
It's
keep
too
getting
late.
hand cramps because I'm trying to learn like new chord, like
Mhm.
like ways to play chords or whatever, different reflections
Mhm.
of them. And I don't have a great. It looks like I do, but I can't really stretch my hands that far, and it's a learning process for me. But
Can you
yeah.
hit octaves with your thumb and pinky on a piano?
Yes,
Okay. Can you
But
go
it's weird.
one more?
it's different when you're like grouping 3 strings together on like. 3
I think that's
frets.
harder.
And then
Yeah.
one pinky has to go 4 frets down. Like that's the hard part. And then I'm trying to also implement the top of my thumb to start playing some of the bass notes on the chords. So
Dude.
that's what I'm working on right now. Just
It's a lot.
trying to repurpose Ariana Grande songs into tenor men acoustic songs, which is also a struggle. But
Dude,
Sick.
that's it, man.
tis the
Hell yeah.
life of a man trying to sing.
Do more
That's
of that.
Music, babe. Music, babe.
I gave
Also-
Terry some music homework too. And
Ooh.
because I'm trying to learn it. But there's no way I can play and sing this song. It's a duet from Songs for New World, written by
Bro.
Jason Robert Brown, JRB,
Oh, yeah?
our boy.
Oh, Terry, it's
And-
probably super easy to play that if it's JRB.
bro.
So like when I was
Bro.
practicing the song, 'cause I love the tune.
That's like,
And
hey, can you
within
play
theater,
this
like-
John Mayer song for me? Like, that's literally what you
Dude,
asked him
or
to
like
do.
anything from Wicked as well, like is so hard. Like Steven Schwartz really put some crazy shit in there. But
Oh yeah.
like the reason why I like the song is because it seems very simple. It's like a dun 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 dun. It's like a little kind of slow tempo. It's not hard to sing really for either. But like the storytelling is great. The bridge, it gets a little nuts. But it starts and it's just like a little 3-chord with some alts. But then you start getting into like absolutely crazy hand positions. And like I'm trying to do like these closed position things. And then at some point, I just can't move my hand in the right way. And so I'm just going like, oh, I guess I have to go like this. And now my hands are just flying over the keyboard. And it's just for like 10 seconds.
Well,
But it's like the
that
best part of the
song
song, so
also
you have to do it.
it's not written for singer-songwriter. It's written for someone
It
else to play
sounds-
it while you sing
Right.
it.
But it sounds like it is, you know?
That's okay.
It's also you're playing a reduction.
Like
I think
balsamic.
everything I do is reductive. You know what I mean?
All right. But
Talk about that.
I don't.
It's written
you
for
could-
an entire like orchestra.
It
you
is.
could probably identify this with this as well. Both of you can. I hate nothing against you obviously on this because you said it sounds like it, but it's not. Like I hate when someone's like, I listened to this song. It shouldn't be hard on guitar. Can you do it really quick? And then I look it up and I'm like, it's hard. It's like they make it sound easy because they're really good at guitar. Like that's why that happens. Like
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like John Mayer stuff, right? Great example.
all the time.
He does really, really good pop music or pop format music. I'll say that with different instrumentation.
Yeah,
and I
nice,
think what he
good
does
save.
best, Vince is like, I'm about to explode. Vince just getting turns red as a tomato. But I think what John does really well is he makes very hard musicality seem accessible. And it's easy to sing along for some stuff. And like, that's the pop genius. He's disguised this simple sounding music with top tier musicality. And then if you try to play any of the licks or even like off his first 2 albums, he has a lot of quick guitar parts that I think when I was growing up.
All of Heavier Things is so difficult.
Yes, and the speed of
Room
his
for
shape.
Squares is so difficult.
Yeah.
Dude, next level.
Yeah.
I don't even try.
Yeah. And he can
One of
sing
these
too.
days
It's
I'll
like
be
so
able to
annoying,
play
dude.
Mayer. One of these days I'll be able to play John Mayer. Today's not the day. Speaking of music, did you guys know we have a playlist?
Oh.
I knew.
Yeah. I
Great,
believe-
Terry. I'm glad producer of the podcast, Terry.
understand that we have a podcast.
Thanks, dude. Great.
Quick update for you guys because that
Updated,
podcast was getting unruly, like an unkempt teen. We have
Unkept.
cleaned it and added 20 of our own selection of last year's favorite pops. And then we will continue to add music as we record weekly here. So go on there, some new songs, some songs that we decided to bring back on there. Do it. It's awesome. Follow it. Unrelated, if you're listening, it's got myself and Maj on there. We have to get Terry on there because he's more than an and.
Terry's got some pics on there. But the picture we got up
Hit the picture is what I'm saying. It's like the picture you'll see.
Yeah.
See Maj and
I was like, yeah, you'll be able to call Terry's pics out immediately.
I think you'll be able to. There's a couple
Maybe.
probably that'll cross over, like big subwoofer.
A couple I
for
thought I did by
instance.
accident. Like I thought that Patrick Droney song was me, and I'm like, I didn't mean to put that on there.
Yeah,
And I was like,
but
Terry
then
put
there's
that on
also
there?
songs where you'll see and
That was
it'll be
me.
like literally I put like a Chicago song on here. It's like it's probably Vince.
I was like, I'm like, who put Kendrick Lamar's "The Luther" on 10 times? It must.
Sorry.
yeah, Tyler
Sorry, that was
Childers.
me.
No one's adding Tyler Childers except for me.
Mm.
Speaking of gents, do we have some music to add to this playlist today?
I do. I wanted to add. I was listening to like a bunch of like 80s love songs.
Okay.
And
Oh.
there's like some like you think like I feel like a lot of them were kind of up tempo or very slow ballads. Like you have like
Okay.
the Whitney bop, you know. But do you guys know the song "Easy Lover" by Philip Bailey and Phil Collins? She's an easy lover.
I don't know.
It sounds sort of familiar, but I could be tweaking.
Yeah.
Weirdly, it's off an album called Chinese Wall. I don't know if I want to go more into that.
There's like a really popular one.
Sorry,
of
it's
those.
not funny.
There's like a really
Yo.
popular one. Like it's
Tell me about
super-
it.
I heard it's great.
God damn it! I thought you were gonna step up a little bit. You're like, it's a really good wall.
Yeah,
you gotta
it's
see it.
I heard it's a great Chinese wall.
And I'm like, oh no, actually, it sounds pretty great. Yeah.
Have you guys heard about that? That great Chinese wall? It's pretty cool.
Nope. Hate that.
Some would call it something else, but that's what I'm calling it.
I would love to see the Great Wall. I heard it's not doing well, but
really?
No,
Well, like
sad.
pieces of it? The whole thing's doing
well,
bad?
I mean, it's not complete. It hasn't been complete for many, many, many years. But
Was it ever complete?
Where it's supposed to
it's
end?
complete. What do you mean? No, like, because like you know how the Earth grows, you know.
Yeah. What, like vegetation?
Well, they built it and it was finished, but then there's like a bunch of wars and then, natural disasters or whatever. And at some point the wall just becomes incomplete. Like it doesn't actually connect all the way around.
Oh, it's
So
like
the big parts that
I
you go
see.
see when you're there are like sections of the wall that are still in good enough shape to go on. But a lot of
To
it is
walk
like,
on.
it's just become part of the forest and the mountains now. But
Okay.
Got it. I was like,
Yeah.
did they not finish it when they built it?
no, they
Yeah.
finished it, but they finished it like 4,000 years ago or something.
It couldn't have been
Sure.
a big undertaking. They probably just had to just do it.
Like I always thought that the
Easy.
Sphinx was made with no nose. I thought it was like a Voldemort thing. But they're like, no, they have a
No.
nose. It just fell off.
No, there was a nose. It was gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
it fell off.
The
Yeah.
Great Pyramids were
That's
originally a sphere.
What?
Yeah, and then the rain kept hitting it, and then it turned into a pyramid.
That is crazy. Nature's wild like that. What an artist.
I
Mother
fuck.
Nature.
No
I
shot.
I
No
love.
shot.
I love spreading misinformation.
No shot. No shot.
I'm gonna
It's like-
Google. I'm like, how did they build this? Like literally, like they're called the pyramids.
Yeah, they're like
It's like actually, they didn't build the pyramids. They built
all
the
you're getting.
spheres.
You're just getting information about the Vegas sphere for like an hour. You're like, I can't find this. How did he learn that? He has been reading.
It's like, guys, you gotta be careful with the flooding in Las Vegas. It's gonna turn into a pyramid.
Oh no.
That's
All right,
the
Terry, what do you got
dumbest
for
take
us
I've ever
today?
heard in my
It's
life.
brutal, bad. What do you got for us, Terry?
I'm going to elect Spicy Girl. Because
Ooh,
I met that guy once.
I think it's already on here, honestly.
It
I might have
definitely
put it on
is. I met
Yeah.
this guy once.
I
It's
think
done
Spicy Girl
by
is
done by Boymage.
Boy Midge. Yeah, he's a little midge.
Boy Maj.
Maj.
Wonderful style, horrible demeanor. Just, he's lucky he's talented because who is this guy?
a
Just
damn.
kidding. It's by ours
Not very
truly, the Boy Maj.
Yes.
hello.
And it's good.
Yeah.
Are
Thank
you
you.
excited about this?
Yeah, I
Tell us
mean,
about it.
so I really wanted to create like that easy to listen to, easy to dance to, like funk pop sound that has like live instrumentation, like just really get back to the original like stage plot where it's like guitar, keys, bunch of really cool vocals, like great energy from the drums. And I think the new music is leaning more into that direction, which is very exciting because like I think the genre of pop is so wide, but you can really kind of add your own flavors in there because now you can just pull from everything. So I still think that all I make is mostly pop with like a heavy R&B influence, but now we're pulling in more of my other influences. So like Earth, Wind and Fire, even like Walk the Moon stuff, just trying to play around with it. But I think this one is where I really solidified my like that Boy Maj call and response, like heavily layered vocals. Because I turn on all of the levers of those tools. So like I've got like the big wide lead. So like even like from a mixing standpoint, from like when I wrote and recorded that, just taking a lot of the great lessons of working in studios with these incredible mixing and mastering engineers and taking all the stuff that we learned from that time and bringing that into my own process has been very rewarding as a creator and as an artist. Cause that was one of the first songs recently where I was like, I can do the whole thing myself. And it came out sounding better than I thought it would. So here we are. And the other ones are very much in that vibe too.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Congrats. Listen to it. Be a friend.
Yeah, man, get spicy. Don't be afraid of the spice.
And it's not even Ice Spice, dude. Way better, in my humble opinion.
I mean, listen, Stream's better for sure. She definitely has more followers.
Yeah, 100%. You have less
I don't know
ass. You have less ass.
I know. I was talking about that. I was like, listen, can you take some of my side meat?
I've never seen him in person,
They're
but
like,
I would
sir,
argue,
you want a BBL.
I would argue considerably less ass.
With that side meat.
Yeah.
Listen, we're on our way though. She's been working out and she's much, much slimmer. So
Yeah.
we might be, listen, and I've been eating a lot more cookies. So we might be ships in the night,
Just got to get a warmer basement, some would say.
Nope.
My suggestion today, I'm going throwback. Do you guys ever remember or ever listen to Angels and Airwaves?
Yeah.
Do you remember that band?
Yeah.
So back in the day, my siblings and I would listen to Angels and Airwaves. And you ever have those like weird like snafus in your brain? Doesn't make any sense as to why it happens, but you just remember a song.
Yeah, 100%.
We were like, oh my God, what is that melody? What is that melody? I was freaking out. This happens to me a lot where I start Googling like lyrics, trying to figure out what it was. And I'm like, wait a second. That's off of I Empire, Angels and Airwaves. It looks like a Star Wars album cover. And I remember we had it on CD and we would put it on in our parents' like conversion van to put all 6 of us in there. We had one of those and we would listen to it all the time. And like on our CD players, like Walkman, the minute you could download it onto like a iPod Classic, it was on that.
Yeah.
Everything's Magic, Angels and Airwaves. That's what I'm putting on this playlist because that song rocks.
Right.
It is so different than everything I listen to now, but it is a blast from my proverbial past.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's cool. So this is very much my like older brother's music. He would get all these CDs from like Best Buy, or then we would go to the library and they had like our library had a ton of like this genre CDs. Like that's when I got into like Sum 41.
Oh yeah.
And like Blink 182, like was it Jimmy Eat World?
Oh yeah.
Chevelle, like all sorts of stuff.
Time. Yeah.
Angels and Airwaves, man, that's sick. Are they still around? Are they still touring?
I think they may be releasing music still. That's like no. Well, 2021.
Yeah.
They came out with an album. Have I listened to it? No. It's probably very different, but they're still getting like 2+ million, 17 million on the biggest song on this album.
I mean,
so
yeah, man, it's nostalgia.
Good for
Absolutely
them.
Incredible.
They
have a tour this year.
No kidding. I might go see
You could go see him, man.
Out of whimsy. Yeah, it's funny too, because looking at that album came out in 2007, and not even 2 years later, I was 12, 13, bumping like the Carter 3. Which, if you listen to this song, is very different. It's a very different thing.
Yeah, it's like just like whose car did you get into and what music was playing?
Yeah.
You're like,
my older brothers
too.
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. We were exposed to a lot of different music back in the day. That's for sure.
Great.
Yeah,
It's really
Yeah.
great.
That's the way.
I wonder do you think that happens now actually? Like that the exposure to new artists and genres? Because I feel like whenever I'm trying to show someone that's not like close music people new music, it's like almost it doesn't stick anymore. They like listen to the music that they already know. Like,
well, it's our age, one.
True.
And I would say that it happens probably more now, but it's also you have to have either siblings or parents that like listen to different music. Because there's still plenty of people I know that were just like, oh, 2007, like I was just listening to like Katy Perry. Like there's plenty of people not listening to Angels and Airwaves. Or like if you say like Lil Wayne, they're like, a Milli was good. And you're like, well, like even like the popular artists, like it was like the big like Billboard. Like that's always gonna happen, I feel like.
Yeah.
Unless like, I mean, granted, like mixtape culture, LimeWire, all that stuff was huge then, where it was kind of popular to do so. So maybe it's less so now, but exposure's at an all-time high.
Yeah, it's interesting. I saw this this video kind of breaking down interacting with art and music being the most accessible art form because it's generally free. Like either you can listen to, like you can listen to it on the radio. Like there's just many ways to get to music as a blank, where it's like you don't pretty much see fine art anywhere unless you actually go visit it. But music is everywhere. But in the physical realm of music, when you listen to your own stuff, the easiest stuff to listen to is things you had access to. So like what music did you have? Like what art did you own?
Yeah.
And then now it's like you have to go access it. So you have to go out either onto your app or onto a playlist, whatever, to find the thing. And it actually like it changes the way you feel about ownership of that thing. Cause like I think of my CD collection, I'm like, I can name every single CD and I know all the songs and all the lyrics on all those CDs. But usually, like in the streaming era, I really don't know all of the lyrics so much because I'm listening to significantly more variety of music. So I'm not like, I don't own it at all. I don't hold it. It's not in my car on repeat all the time. It's just like the release weekend and then maybe some of the singles.
If you don't, like you also, there were songs on CDs that I got that I didn't like that I listened to probably hundreds of times. Because it was just on that CD. And if I'm going to listen to it, I'm going to listen to the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Or like now, if I don't like a song, I'm just deleting it off of the playlist that I'm listening to.
Skip.
Yeah. Or like, I don't even give it a chance for like the third, like I try to on like albums for artists I like, but I'll usually skip that like most of the time. The songs I don't like. That is an interesting thing I've never thought about.
Yeah. Did you guys ever have like a alarm radio like CD player that you could play like the CD as the alarm?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. So I had one. Oh my God. I begged my mom for it was from Sharper Image. It was so cool. It was like very like Spy Kids, like open up like this. Yeah. But I remember I kept switching out CDs and I really wanted to play that Simple Plan CD.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna find it. But like I didn't like the first song. And it's not a bad song. Oh my God, where is it? I think it's their self-titled. No, it's not. What's the one where he's like sad at his dad?
That's all Simple Plan songs.
Look at me. I know. Here it is. Yeah, so the song's Shut Up. First song. Track one.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
Yeah.
So I had it like start on 2, which is Welcome to My Life. And that was like my wake up song.
Welcome to my life. Yeah.
But the thing was broken. So it would play the first like 8 seconds of Shut Up and then skip to Welcome to My Life every fucking morning.
Oh no.
So you woke up pissed off every day.
Every day, because I'm like, no, skip it. And then it would skip it. And then, So
while we're
we don't have
on
to
the
worry about those
subject,
problems anymore.
Do you guys remember when you would like plug your like iPod in or your phone or whatever into your car? Like it would always play the first song on your iTunes?
Yes.
Do you remember what song that was for you?
Adore. Miguel.
Oh.
Wow. That rocks.
Adorn. You know what mine was, Terry? You'll hate this.
Do not say it. Don't say it.
I noticed it mostly with my phone, right? Because I still like back when like iTunes was a thing. Yeah. But because iTunes was a thing, Terry and I had worked on this spoken word album for an artist called The Journalist.
Yeah.
And his first one was like music that we composed and he does spoken word over it. And it's not like easy listening stuff. It's like a very intentional like thought album. Sure. And that first song was always his voice and like piano. And I hate it. Like I worked on it and I'm like, who did this? And it was me.
Yeah. Like that's like the stress test beyond stress test. So that's what would happen if you plug your phone in. You were like, I got to skip this.
Yeah, immediately. Or like I'd turn it on and like I'd hear like the 2-second intro and I'd apologize to people in the car.
I think sorry. I think you did that to me once and I never learned what it was. You were like, this is just something I did. I hate it. Let's move on.
The song is called Above the Fold, if you guys want to check that one out.
Okay.
No, don't.
Came out in 2016.
Do you know the song A-Punk by Vampire Weekend? It goes. Oh,
yeah.
I would put that on getting in the car in like the morning and stuff. And my volume would be at like nighttime levels. So like 5 under the top volume. And I would turn that on and the guitar would just hit you right in the face right in the morning. So every time I hear that, I have like a visceral like iPhone alarm reaction to that song. But like, it's still a good song, but like in my head, I'm like, this ruins my day when I hear it. It's really crazy.
Dude, I don't know if I've actually listened to that song in full. I think I've honestly mostly heard that in like city. David Dobrik's vlogs. Because he uses that for like the travel montages, yeah.
Oh yeah, that came out in 2008.
That's so crazy. 2008.
Big Vampire.
Wow.
Vampire Weekend's most recent album. Pretty damn good too.
Yo, do we agree that y'all seen this thing about 2016 being the best year for like life and music?
Okay.
I would argue the next year was better for me. 2017 was like my finally getting into like Mac Miller, Anderson .Paak. Okay. It's when I found Mac Airs. Oh. It's really when I kind of like delved into like my adult listening stuff. Tom Misch became a bigger thing then for me too. So, but I see that, and my argument to that would be everybody we're around is of similar age.
Oh,
It
true.
was a good year for music, but also we were all about that age where like life got less fun after that.
Yeah, less social for sure. Like less
Yeah.
ease of just seeing people, less frequent outings and pre-games and stuff. But dude, I was looking through like the top 100 songs of 2016, and I was like, yo, these are great. And you could just, they were
Yeah, they're
cultural
pops.
moments in a way.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Formation, Beyonce, like that was the Life of Pablo album, which
Yep.
I mean, in my opinion, the last good Kanye album.
I agree.
Coloring Book was that year.
Coloring Book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Solange, Cranes in the Sky was that year. That's
You
when Ray
excited for
Shremmer
that?
came out with the Black Beatles
Oh, yeah.
song. Also, Work From Home by Fifth Harmony and Ty Dolla $ign, which was like the biggest song in the world.
Oh, yeah.
The Blonde album, Frank Ocean.
Yep.
Also, Anti, Rihanna.
Are you guys
That was
jacked
cool.
for?
That was 2016.
That's when the song started charting. That's what Work
Yeah.
with Drake and all that.
Okay.
That's also like the Danny Brown album, Malibu, Anderson .Paak.
Yep. Yeah. I got
So, like,
into it the next year. Yeah.
That's the Dangerous Woman album too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You guys excited for that 10-year anniversary next year?
Oh God.
Of what?
Those.
God.
I know.
No.
I know,
No.
Yo, did you see my? Did you see?
No.
I just got a gray hair. Did you see
I
that?
don't see it.
literally
I
just
don't
came
see
out.
it.
I have tons, dude.
That just clicked
No,
in my
literally,
head.
just when you said that, it grew. I felt it grow out.
Oh,
I
God.
have plenty, bro.
It kind of
That's
squeaked.
funny.
It kind of squeaked when it came out. That
Well,
is crazy.
All right. Do you guys want
That's
to go?
also Adele's
ahead.
25, right?
Yeah.
That's the 1975 album with the white with like the pink square.
Yeah. Wasn't that chocolate?
Wow, when we were young.
That's the one after
Dang.
Chocolate, I think. Oh no,
Okay.
that is Chocolate.
I think it was because it was all kind of coming out there around the same time.
God.
All right. So do you guys want to go put on some anti-aging lotion and get some sleep tonight so we remember
Yeah.
how old we are?
Let me go call
Yeah.
Olay Regenerist.
Neutrogena, it's me.
No.
It's like, hey, bro, it's not working out.
Damn.
I know. I kind of hate that.
Like they said Pillow Talk by Zayn was 10 years old, and I
I was about to
kinda
say
lost
Pillow
it.
Talk.
For
Yeah.
sure, dude.
Yo,
For
One
sure
Dance,
was.
10 years old. R.I.P. Drake.
We lived together then too. What a time.
So is
What a time.
Baby, pull me closer in the night of your room.
Yeah.
Chainsmokers.
Shout out
That's when
Halsey, dude.
Chainsmokers blessed us with the best
Wow.
music ever
Wow,
written.
10
Yeah.
years old.
Listen,
and love
Chainsmokers-
Justin Bieber, Love Yourself. Dang.
Yeah.
No way.
That was when Cool Beebs came about. That was right around Purpose time too. Like I want to say like a year after.
You
Are we- do you
should
think-
go and love yourself. Oh man.
Do you think we're gonna get a return of light skinned Bieber next year or this year?
Probably
I
not.
hope not.
There's
I
like a
think he's-
cultural movement for LSB to come back.
Yeah, but I think he's like a good like Christian married man now.
But
Also,
he's been in the studio. He did
what a
Private
baby.
Landing, Don Tolliver. That's like
Oh, yeah.
spicy.
true.
Private Landing was a bop.
Yes.
I'll take that,
one,
but
that
I-
one with Skrillex.
I don't think I would
Don't go?
assimilate that with
Mm.
like light skinned Bieber because he's also not trying to like.
Can we continue to say that?
I can't. I hate it. Honestly, me saying it made me like it gave me like a visceral like sickening reaction.
It's so
Um,
it comes from a different space, but yes, maybe we should analyze that because light skinned Bieber is specifically when he puts on a certain voice and genre.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And
Like, I don't.
it was
think he's
originally
doing-
seen as very cringy, and now it's been enough time
Mhm.
that people actually like it again. Like that
Yeah.
song
Yeah.
with Right There with Drake, which I don't even like, has been a very it's like a trending TikTok
Well, yeah,
audio.
spot the difference, kind of. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but we'll see. I just hope that we get music from Bieber this year. I think
I hope we get music from Frank Ocean this year.
bro, that's
That's my dream.
that
I
how,
miss him.
how's that guy?
I miss.
Who's
him.
gonna do it?
He would have to.
Where
That's
is
the
he?
Problem.
In
I
my
don't
mind,
know.
he's with Elon on he's on
Tyler
Mars.
needs to call him because Tyler's been coming out with bangers consistently for like 10 plus straight years. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real.
And,
I heard
you know,
someone you guys will
maybe
hate
a new
this.
Anderson .Paak album. That'd be cool.
We need a
Did you hear
Bruno
that
album.
Party Next Door was comparing himself to Frank Ocean in the
Yeah.
mysteriousness?
No.
He's like,
Bye.
yeah, like see, like I kind of do whatever I want. Like I really start with my
Bye.
hands. Like
Hang
you
up.
know, like Frank and I are in the same conversation. People always like
No.
asking when we're gonna
The
drop new stuff. I'm like,
mysteriousness
are
isn't
you?
Next.
cool for either of them, but he's not even close to the same mystique. Party Next Door is like, I don't really care what he's doing. He's just going to be a feature at some point soon.
Yeah.
Frank Ocean, I'm like, where did he go? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm
That's
not
real.
looking for Party Next Door. I'm looking for Frank Ocean, dude.
Yeah. Every time I see like an old M3 too, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get, I think of Frank Ocean. I'm like, where are you, dude?
I agree.
Come back to us.
Man. Yeah, I want
right.
Frank. Okay.
Is that on that, guys? Is that this week?
That's that on that, boys.
I think that's this on that. And then we'll have to go on to the next.
Smack on that.
We'll see you guys next week. The snack that smiles back.
Goldfish. No ads.
No ads. Peace.
Like,
See
comment,
ya.
subscribe. Bye.
Do it. Thanks.
Baby, you can waste my time, my guy. We can go there if you want it.
Oh, boy.